one thing you can be certain of is that as bad as it is, Velma is consistently bad. You can literally be assured that it is consistently bad. Remember how I said in my video that, HBO Max doesn't even care about Velma, and I'm pretty sure this is going to be terrible. Well, believe me, I was 100% right. And let me just say early on here, in this video, if you haven't seen Velma, and please, God, don't watch it. I'm just saying, you haven't seen Velma, we haven't heard any gossip or anything, I am going to be giving you some spoilers as to how it ends, right? It is going to let you know how season 2 of this crap fest ends. But yeah, it is worse than the first season. That's how consistently bad it is. Let's get into this because I got some stuff to cover here. And right off the bat, even CBR couldn't save them. Nope, even CBR has to come out and admit, yeah, you know what, this is crap. There's no other way to put it, this is crap. That's just the truth. This is absolute and utter crap. Like CBR is just letting it out there, letting them know this is crap. Right? Worse than the first, Velma Season 2 shredded by critics and viewers after Max's debut. The second season of Velma is getting some harsh criticism after its quiet arrival on Max. No, not quiet. Not quiet. They literally slipped it in there and told no one, because after all the hype and fanfare Season 1, this time we only got a trailer for Season 2, like about 2 or 3 days before the, I think it was actually like about 2 or 3 days before this second season even came out. That's it. They literally wasn't even promoting it at all. Because after what happened with Season 1, which still has a 7% audience or rating on Rotten Tomatoes and even less on some other places, that's how bad this was. They knew this was going to be a disaster, but like I've said many a time before, the information that I got is that they greenlit a second season that is before the first one even came out. All this thing they talk about, oh, let's do a little one for. No. They went in there, they were like Season 1, Season 2, so they were contractually obligated, most likely, to make this. And it's a freaking disaster. Get into this, The second season of Velma has arrived and its reception is pretty much on par with Season 1. Critics and viewers are not too kind on Season 2 following the recent debut on Max. Well, I don't blame them. They have every reason to be pretty much pissed. After premiering on Max on April 25th, Velma doesn't yet have a critic score at Rotten Tomatoes, but it's getting lambasted by viewers, resulting in an audience score of 15%. Well, let's take a look and see. It's now dropped to 13%. And here's the thing, when I checked this earlier today, it was at 14%, so it's going down. It's literally going down. It's at 13% now, right? They say 15%, at 13% now for Season 2. It is going down. For what it's worth, this is more than double the current Season 1 audience score of 7%. Yeah, but that's going down. But the Season 2 score will likely fluctuate and possibly drop further as more reviews are added. Season 1 has a critic score of 39% and reviews from Season 2 are similarly not painting a pretty picture, yeah? This is what some of the critics have to say. Velma Season 2 is an unfocused slog that fails to improve on Season 1. One harsh critic review from Brittany Vincent at IGN stated, further criticizing the season's flat jokes and bloated storytelling. Another review by Gary Kattig at AIPT said the new season was an improvement, but then the biggest drawback is its unlikable lead. She is selfish, self-centered, and judgmental. Oh, yes, she is. And I can, from this I can tell season 2 has not done her any favors. Next one, I gave it a 0.5 stars because it wouldn't let me give it any less. Yeah. Reads one of the many negative audience reviews at Rotten Tomatoes. Another one of the audience reviews similarly stated, it's worse than the first, but I can't give any lower than the same half star I gave the first. Yeah, it's literally that bad, people. Yeah, terrible, terrible. The first season of Velma dropped episodes weekly, but season 2 had all episodes released simultaneously. Season 2 came with very little promotion from Max beyond a trailer that was released ahead of launch. The first season premiered on January 12, 2023 and wrapped up on February 19th. Here, I reviewed every episode of season 1, Horrible Experience. They dropped it, each episode came out weekly, right? This time they dropped all the episodes one time and just quickly ran away so that nobody would tell them anything. That alone should tell you how much faith they don't have in this. Telling you, they really have absolutely no faith in this. Now, with all of that, people say it's terrible. It's worse than the first season. They wish they could give it less than half a star. All this thing, you know, that the lead character is an unlikable, self-centered pain in the ass. All these things. Velma had to take it further. Velma had to take it further. And spoilers ahead here, people. Just so that you know, this is spoilers as to how season 2 ends. Let's get into this. Scrappy-Doo just did what to Velma? Scooby-Doo spin-off has ruined my childhood. Velma's season 2 finale had an incredibly startling moment involving Scrappy-Doo that basically just ruined my childhood. Yes, this is from Screen Rant. So apparently, the big bad in Velma season 2 is Scrappy-Doo. Now keep in mind, there's still no Scooby. No Scooby, but somehow there's Scrappy-Doo, right? So Scrappy is the big bad. And this is not to say, like, you know, what happened before when in the live action Scooby-Doo movies when Scrappy did a little number one on Daphne. Well, you know, let's take a look at that clip here.
Power!
Ta-da! Oh God, he's peeing on me.
So yeah, that happened, right? That kind of what was going on with that and why Scrappy ended up becoming and all of that. But no, this one introduced Scrappy-Doo as the villain. And let's get into what happened, because I'm going to go through this article. Season 2 of Velma ended with a head-scratching moment involving Scrappy-Doo. That is basically ruining people's childhoods. But let's be honest at this point. Velma has ruined Scooby-Doo for a lot of people, right? And as we're talking about ruining people's childhoods, that's the majority of what these people, what these so-called companies and these animation things want to do today. They want to ruin what you have loved. I mean, they want to say, you know, Velma is a more adult-themed show, all this stuff and the other, but you have to have an element of what made Scooby-Doo great, because that's what makes Velma great. The whole Scooby gang and everything, that's how you really build this up. But they didn't do that. No, they decided to piss on everything and then go on and act like, you know, well, everybody's supposed to be happy about that. Right, so they go about Velma as an animated addition to the Scooby-Doo franchise. The show tells the origin story of Velma and how she found herself joining Mystery Inc. While Velma does have a number of familiar characters, it also excludes the incredibly popular Scooby-Doo. Now, this is not an origin story of Velma at all. This is something completely different. Had they done this as a series, well, as an animated series, without attaching Velma to the or any people here, had they all been original characters, I don't think anybody would have cared enough to talk about it. I mean, it still would have been a terrible show, and people would have still said something. But I doubt they would have gotten all the hate that it's gotten now. But because you made it Velma, this is what you're getting. All right. So they're going about all this stuff here, and right, let's get to the part now. Velma Season 2 featured Scrappy-Doo killing Velma and Ghost Velma killing Scrappy. Yes, that's how it ended, people. The final episode of Velma Season 2 had quite an unexpected and startling moment for viewers. The show positioned Scrappy-Doo as the main villain, and yet there's still no Scooby-Doo. And in the final episode, he killed off the titular character, Velma. After being killed, Velma returns as a ghost and ends up getting her revenge by killing Scrappy-Doo. That's how they ended it, people. Right? That's how they ended it. Scrappy-Doo is the villain who kills Velma. And then Velma comes back as a ghost and kills Scrappy-Doo. Yeah. This is almost as good as Fred's mother being the serial killer at the end of Season 1. This strange series of events has left viewers curious about what the future holds for Velma. Given that the main character is now a ghost, the show will take a unique turn if it gets renewed for Season 3. Oh God, no, please, don't let it get renewed for Season 3. Father in heaven, listen to me, don't let it get renewed for Season 3, people. Please, don't let it get renewed. Velma will have to live as a ghost among her peers. Oh yeah, we've never seen anything like, a ghost going around people before. God, even thinking about it makes my head hurt. Which could create some odd storylines and add to the already present controversy surrounding the animated series. Oh, you mean the fact that is crap? Well, they could always do that. The controversy surrounding Velma Season 2 finale is not the first time the show has been met with backlash. Since its release in 2033, Scooby-Doo fans have been disappointed with its content. The show has received criticism for not connecting well with the existing Scooby-Doo content and ruining some of the fan-favorite Scooby-Doo characters. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. But let me get back to it, people. That's the end of that's how Season 2 ended. Scrappy-Doo killed Velma, and then Ghost Velma killed Scrappy-Doo. That's how it went. That's how it is. To be honest with you, I was thinking to myself, maybe I should put myself through this heartache and watch it and then actually do a review for it. Good God, am I grateful I didn't do that, because, wow, way to ruin your entire show by doing this nonsense, because critics are already saying it's worse than Season 1, and they're quite right. With that ending like this, you have evil Scrappy-Doo killing Velma, and then Velma coming back as a ghost to kill Scrappy. I keep saying, this is not Velma. This is not Daphne. Daphne is Asian, no, Velma is Indian. Fred is a white guy with a small dong who has to constantly get made fun of. And Norville is not even Scrap, not even Shaggy. Norville is basically just a walking cock. That's it. That's all we're getting out of this nonsense. So yeah, that's the spoiler, people. That's what happened. Fans and critics are tearing this thing apart. And I, for one, say they're right for doing so, because this is just terrible. I knew it was going to be bad, but Lord in heaven, I didn't see this one coming. It's worse. That's how bad Velma is. It's literally worse than we could have thought. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. I have a different opinion. I'd love to hear it. If you like the video, hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Ring the notification bell to be notified every time I put out a new video. And I shall see you all next time. Take care.